Well, I'm home, 3427 Ireland Drive, just coming out to get the mail and so on. Should mention to you guys that I really like plants. This is my elephant ear. I'll have to show you the backyard too, okay? But this is where I live. I'm on the west side of Iowa City, not too far from West High School, which you can actually just see right past the church. That's where the high school is. This is my little dog, dog number 1, Cash. He's a Shiba Inu. He's adorable, of course. He's very adorable, but also can be kind of naughty at times. He's got a little sister named Lily somewhere, but anyway, good boy most of the time. So, do a little bit of gardening. Big into flowers, like these guys. Got some great flowers. Also, do a little vegetable gardening, and this is not a billy club, but is actually a 5-pound zucchini. Pretty impressive, huh? So, as I mentioned, enjoy doing some gardening, and my rose plants are doing pretty well here. It's great because it's been raining a ton lately, and roses need a lot of water. They actually grow best in a temperate rainforest kind of situation like Oregon and Washington. Here's the other little dog. This is Lily. She is a sweetheart most of the time. Also has a mild anxiety disorder, but if you meet her and she barks at you for like half an hour and she gets used to you, she'll let you pet her. Now you might wonder if I have a spouse or family, and I'm going to show you this picture to prove that I do have a spouse and family. That's my wife, Deb. We've been married since 1999. Big guy over here is Ken. He's now 16, and this picture is pretty old, but he's out driving around. And this little guy over here, that's Ted. He's not little anymore. He's actually 14 years old and quite busy with lots of activities. Hello again, y'all. Now I'm in my basement, and I am going to tell you a little bit about where I'm from, my background, and maybe some things I like to do, and then I'm going to just quit talking. You might have already stopped this video now and quit listening to me anyway, but I'm almost there. I swear we're going to get around the corner here in a minute. So I'm from St. Louis, which is the home of the Gateway Arch, along with a basically somewhat derelict downtown. It is known as one of the murder capitals of the United States, as well as the Gateway City. Also known for the Cardinals, some pretty terrible beer called Budweiser or Busch, and also for a couple of medical schools. There's Washington University School of Medicine, which has no family medicine program, and then there's St. Louis University School of Medicine, which is where I went to school. I graduated in 1999. Before that, I was in college at the University of Missouri. So, as I said, I met my lovely wife at St. Louis University School of Medicine. There we are. We got married in 1999, and about a month later, a little more than a month later, we moved out to Iowa. And she started an internal medicine residency, and of course I did family medicine. And we have loved living here. Our first little house was 800 square feet, but was beautifully adorned in wonderful wood paneling with an iron stove that heated the whole house. And we were kind of enchanted by winters, which I'm not anymore. But we loved Iowa, and we still love Iowa. We're here 19 years later. Well, after we moved up here, did our residencies, we started making some babies. And so we made this one, his name's Ken, and this one, his name is Ted. And of course now they are hopefully somewhat mature, I hope helpful, smart, capable young men. So I'll be honest, the kids drained us for a while. Kids are draining. My kids didn't sleep. So I got very familiar with fatigue for several years. But now they're much better. They sleep like rocks, which is great. but then they're hard to wake up in the morning and occasionally sleep through school, even though it starts at 8:50 in the morning. Great kids though, great kids. So for fun, I run. I have run a few marathons. I'm done doing that, but I had the opportunity to run Boston in 2011, so thankfully a couple of years before the Boston bombing. But I feel very attached to that marathon, and I feel quite bad about what happened in 2013 and hope nothing like that ever happens again. And despite the fact that I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, I was happy to see Boston win the World Series in 2013. It seemed like the right thing. We also enjoy traveling, and because of my adventurous wife, I've been to some great places and done some fun things, and I'm happy to tell you guys about that at some point in time. But a few places we've been have been like Indonesia and Australia, New Zealand, around Europe, around the Mediterranean and Baltic, and traveled quite a lot around the U.S., as well as Mexico and the Caribbean and Central America. So one fun thing we've done as a family traveling is to take spring break and go to Costa Rica or Guatemala and spend a week in Spanish language school, which sounds like we're taking the kids out of school so that they can go to school on their break, but I think they've fully enjoyed it. And last time we took one of my son's friends, so that was a lot of fun. So if you want to talk travel or talk about how little I know about Spanish, I'd be happy to talk to you about those things too. Okay, just a few last things. I want you to know that my door is always open, although it's not literally always open. This is more of a figurative door open thing. Because it's a fire door, it's either open or closed. So if it's closed and you want to talk to me, please just knock on the door. And I would be happy to talk to you. I do close the door when I'm in the office sometimes because the hallway gets noisy and I talk on speakerphone with patients or other docs, and I also try to concentrate, which is hard sometimes when it's noisy and there's a lot of stuff distracting me in the hallway. So, but figuratively, my door is always open. Please feel free to email me, to call me, to page me. Whenever I'm on our inpatient service, I always have my phone on and I always tell the residents, call me day or night with any questions. If you've got any problems, call, page, whatever. I'm happy to try to help out. Okay. So if you have anything you want to talk about, whether that be related to residency, moving to Iowa City, parenting, I don't know, whatever is on your mind, I would be happy to talk with you. Again, welcome to Iowa City. We are so glad you're here, and I am so sorry I can't be there to see you, but I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday, and I'll see you many times over the next few years. Take care, and again, thanks for coming. We're glad you're here.